All right. My name is Lauren Duke, and I am the founder of Team Thrive, and we are going to go through your Getting Started Right webinar. This is your first stop in becoming a coach, and you're here because you've joined Team Thrive. As a part of our team, one of our coaches has invited you to join us, and this is your step one. This is your firm foundation to get started with your business. So when you begin, you're going to see, you're going to receive an email from teambeachbody.com, but I want you to know that you are given 4 websites as a Beachbody coach, and everyone has these 4 websites, but what makes them unique is that username at the end. You established a username or a screen name when you started your Beachbody business, when you signed up as a coach. So you have 4 websites. The first one is teambeachbody.com, and that is your homepage. So you'll go there just to get signed in. Then you have beachbodycoach.com username. This is your store. So when someone says, hey, I want to order that program from you, you are going to send them to your Team Beachbody or beachbodycoach.com/username, and they're going to see your picture and your information, and they're going to be able to purchase from you, and you're going to get that 25% commission. You also have a Shakeology website that has an FAQ. It goes through all of the different information that's essential for you to know about Shakeology, but also if anyone has questions about Shakeology, this is the website to send them to. And again, you can personalize this and have your information on there. And then the ultimatereset.com. And this is, again, you'll see the clinical trial of the Ultimate Reset and the different transformations that have happened, the success stories, the different, the process of this incredible program, which is not just a detox, it is a 21-day meal plan. It's very specific to reset the pH in your body. And so it's important to read about it and read the ins and outs. And that's why both Shakeology and Ultimate Reset have their own websites, is because there's specific ingredients and they really want to talk about the health benefits of each of these programs. So when you pick your username, you want to pick something that's basic, easy to remember, because you're giving this out to people and you want them to be able to remember it. So you also want it to resonate with you. You want people to go, oh yeah, that's what it is. I use my name. Other people, Fit Mom, Fun Fit Mom, or mine's Coach Lauren D. My other website is Lauren Duke Fitness, or Duchess, something to do with my name because my last name's Duke. So get creative, but try not to make it too confusing. Really easy for people to remember. And then just something to think about is, as coaches, we receive a 25% commission on all items purchased through your site by customers. So that's that beachbodycoach.com site, and 25% adds up over time. So you want to just remember that that is the commission you make, that you receive in your weekly check through sharing Beachbody with other people. So one thing that you need to think about is when you get your welcome email from Beachbody, you're going to have a link to the Coach Training Academy. So I showed you how to access this. When you go to teambeachbody.com and you sign in, you're going to click on Coach and go to Coach Online Office. And back there are so many resources for you guys to look through and just to learn and know where they're located so that you can help your coaches in the future. But a really great resource is our Coach Training. And so you can see when you go to the top of your screen in your Coach Online Office, you'll click on News and Training, and you'll scroll down to Training, and there are different levels that you start with. I would like for you guys to just go through Getting Started. This is a short training. It really shows you how to use the tools that Beachbody has given you. And once you complete it, there is a badge of completion that you can send to your coach. And after that, there's so many different things you can do, but our team has a new coach 10-day boot camp. That's what we do twice a month with all of the new coaches who have joined our team. You get to know other people starting at the same time as you, and you get to learn from top coaches in the biz. You get to hear from our top coaches, and you get to walk through the steps of setting up your business. So just a little bit more about that. So what is the new coach 10-day boot camp? Like I said, we do it twice a month, and it goes, like I said, 10 days. So you're going to have daily assignments. They're short, just a simple video talking about why you're a coach, really getting in touch with the reason that you do this, the reason you share with people. What are cycle bonuses? How do you do placement? All of those things that might seem really foreign to you right now, but they're super important to learn, and it's good to learn them at the beginning. And you should do this. You should get involved, because you never know when you're going to need it. There have been coaches on our team who have jumped in and then really regretted it. They didn't take the time in the beginning to set a strong foundation. So I really want to encourage you to jump in and do these business building things, even if you're like, goodness, I'm busy, or I really want to work on me right now and I'll share when I'm ready. Go ahead and have the knowledge, because you never know who's watching you, and you want to be able to share when someone else is ready. Because like I said, you're planting those seeds even if you're not sure, even if you're being unintentional about it. You showing up every day and being consistent is blessing someone else, and they're seeing that. So what's next? There's more information that you need to know, and these are just really great things to have in your back pocket. I wrote them down in my planner. I saved them in my phone. I had them in my notes, because I never knew when I was going to have to call Coach Relations. And Coach Relations is a 24-hour support system that we as coaches have, and that's that 1-800 number that you see right there. You'll have to give your username or your Coach ID number, and that is linked to your account, and they'll be able to see, your customer orders, your downline, and just help you with any questions or, concerns that you have within your organization. Or, if you need to email Coach Relations, I use this email all the time because I want to have a paper receipt. When you do this, you're sent back as what's called an incident number, and it's like having a paper receipt. You can reference that number, and they can pull up your case or your conversation or anything in the system relating to that number. So, and then another important website that you have is, if you have questions about Shakeology, is it gluten-free? Is it great for breastfeeding women? There is an awesome FAQ under the myshakeology.com username, and it's at the top and just says FAQ, and you can put in any question that you have about Shakeology, and you're going to find all of the resources right there. Another resource I use a lot is Google, and while I know Google's not the end-all be-all law, why reinvent the wheel? There's a lot of things that you can learn from other coaches, and they've put that information out there for you. The same thing with Pinterest. I found some great ideas for 21-day fix recipes, for quotes that I wanted, just for ideas. And I'm like, oh, that's really great. Why didn't I think of that? And then I can revamp it and make it personal for me. We have an incredible Google Drive and a Team Thrive file section on our Team Thrive page on Facebook. So you were added to this group as a new coach. You were welcomed. Your coach said, I just want to welcome so-and-so to our Team Beachbody family. Maybe told a little bit about you, shared a picture. And this is our home base. That's our Thrive homepage, where we talk about announcements and trainings and different things coming up. So on that page at the top, underneath the banner, the Facebook graphic, and I'll show that to you in a little bit, is a files section. And in that section, you're going to see links and resources to our onboarding process, how we get coaches started well, and also any other trainings we have. It is just an incredible resource to help you and have everything all in one place. We share scripts, we share meal plans, we share everything, because like I said, why reinvent the wheel? We want to make sure that everyone has a strong foundation on which to build. So here you go. In your Coach Online office, this is another thing you need to know about navigating that back office. This is something where you can go for more information. On the right-hand side of your Coach Online office, I just took screenshots of these because I wanted to blow them up for you to be able to see these two things really well. You have a breaking news, and that's daily updates. You can see the date that those things were posted, and you'll know who the National Wake Up Call speaker is going to be. You're going to know when their alerts and when their updates, different promotions coming up, our Success Club promotions, and also challenge packs for the month. All of this stuff is in Coach Breaking News. Even if you click on the blue Coach Breaking News, you're going to see a list of different files, and you can go in there and you can learn more about each of those things. And every day, you're also going to get new alerts. So when you have a new personally sponsored coach, it's going to be at the top of your alerts. You're going to get their information, their coach ID, and you're going to be able to let them know, hey, here's your coach ID number. This is what you need to know and keep in a safe place so that Beachbody can recognize you. You're also going to see, how many coaches you have in your organization and how many are projected to be inactive. All of those things that are good to just keep up with your business. So this is a great little office that Beachbody gives you called your Coach Online office, and it's full of information. So I really encourage you to check this regularly because you could be missing stuff that's right there for you to learn about daily. All right, so when we're talking about, the active and the screen before, and you saw there's so many inactive coaches. What does that mean? What keeps me active? When you signed up, you were considered a coach, right? So a coach needs 50 personal volume points each month to stay active. And personal volume can come from your personal orders of programs and products or through customers ordering through your website. So, and as you rank up, as you add coaches and you increase in your rank, you need to kind of prove that or keep up with that with more personal volume each month. So 90 PV, as we call it, personal volume, is required as an Emerald coach. And as you can see, an active Emerald has 2 coaches underneath them, one on the left leg and one on the right. And 90 PV is Shakeology. That alone is 90 PV. Some workout programs are 45 PV, and then maybe a band to go with them will be over the 50 PV you need as a brand new coach. But then as you get higher up in the ranks, more personal volume is required. A diamond coach is required to have 100 PV each month. This is easy if you're growing, if you are continuously inviting and sharing. And because remember I said it could be your personal order or it can be your personal customer's order, not your coach's order. So this is just a really great graphic to let you see that progression from coach to diamond and just see what that means as far as coaches. You'll see as a Ruby, you need to have 4 coaches. And those 4 coaches need to be, it's actually 6 coaches, this is wrong. It's 6 coaches and 2 of those need to be Emerald. So most of the time, people just go straight from Emerald to Diamond because duplicating yourself is a little bit more daunting than just, inviting one coach instead of duplicating an Emerald coach underneath you. So a Ruby has to have 6 coaches, and 4 of those are coaches, and 2 of those need to be Emerald, and they need to be on opposite legs. Now, a Diamond needs to have 8 coaches, 4 of those on each leg, and then 2 of them being Emerald. 1 Emerald on the left, 1 Emerald on the right. So you can see how you grow. This is a great graphic for you to see and kind of picture where you want to go from start to finish, from active, or excuse me, from coach to diamond. And then you can you can continue to grow as you duplicate yourself. As more diamonds are produced below you, you become what's called a star diamond, and there are opportunities for you to earn bonuses each quarter of the year. So, it doesn't just stop with diamond. It continues to grow and gets really exciting as you help other people achieve diamond within their businesses and see them growing and achieving their goals at the same time. So you have an opportunity to earn what's called a cycle bonus when you have coaches underneath you. So remember, we showed you that an emerald coach has 2 coaches underneath them, both active, one on the left and one on the right. So when you do this, you are qualified not only for Team Beachbody leads, free leads, but you can qualify for the $14 cycle bonus. Really quickly, a lead would be someone who called in order to program but doesn't have a coach. So Beachbody assigns them a coach, and that can be you if you fulfill all the necessary requirements for Emerald. So when we talk about cycle bonuses and we talk about the Emerald Coach cycle bonus, that's $14 per cycle. But what's a cycle? So this graphic below shows you. Say you are an Emerald Coach. You have 2 coaches underneath you. You haven't built any emeralds yet, so you can't be diamond even if you have a ton of coaches. This particular coach has 6 coaches on their left leg and 2 on the right. So they're going to have more team volume, that TV, than they are on the left than they are on the right. So when you cycle, you take those numbers, those team volume numbers, and you subtract 200 from the strong leg, the one with the most volume, and 100 from the other leg. And you do this until the weak leg runs out. So the 200 is going to run out before the 540. And 540 minus 200 on the left, minus 100 on the right, that's 1 cycle, that's $14. Then, if there are enough points left over, you cycle again. So we cycle again on the left and again on the right, and that means we're out of team volume on the right-hand side. So we're done at 2 cycles. So that's an additional $28 on top of the commissions that you earn. As you go up in rank, you have the opportunity to earn up to $18 per cycle. And as you grow and your team keeps growing, these cycle bonuses can really add up. So say your left leg has 2,000 volume and your right leg has 1,000 volume. So 2 to 1 again. So you're going to cycle 20. You're going to cycle 2 to 1 for that, and you're going to have $18 per cycle as a diamond. So just think about that. If you cycle left and right and left and right and left and right, that's a nice little bonus you have. All right, so how do you determine your weak and your strong leg? So one good way is to ask your coach, which leg did you place me on? But another way that you can see it is to go to your business, to your graphical genealogy, which is up at the top. It's going to be under downline. And you're going to see, okay, there are a ton of people here, and I don't know who they are. That is going to be your strong leg. You're going to see other people being placed there by others in your organization. So that's the strong leg. It's going to grow on its own because people are naturally adding to that leg in their own businesses. But the leg that doesn't have anybody on it, that's considered your weak leg. That's the leg you have to build yourself. And remember, you're only as strong as your weak leg, because once that weak leg volume runs out, you stop cycling. So you want to build that weak leg up so that it is even with the strong leg, so you can cycle as much as possible. So you need to think about, okay, if I have this strong leg and I have a weak leg, and look, my strong leg already has 4 coaches on it that somebody else has added, where are you going to place your first coach? And that's up to you. I placed really evenly. I placed left and right to get to the diamond rank. I really wasn't taught too much. And so I just built very evenly and was very blessed. Now, I look at the volume and I want to maximize those numbers. I want to make sure that I'm balancing the whole time, because for a while there it's very lopsided and I needed to add more to my weak leg. So it's something that you're constantly looking at and evaluating and seeing how coaches are growing, because you honestly don't know how a coach is going to do. You could have someone really excited about the business and then, life happens. Or someone who was really timid about it and never intended to do anything but can't stop sharing because their results are so crazy. So you just have to, place smart and place where you feel like you need them and invest in those coaches and help them as much as possible. If you know up front that a coach is not going to be working, that's really going to help you know where to place people. So you can do something before, if you know, okay, I need a coach on my left leg next. That's where I really want to build. You can go into your preferred placement under My Business and you can switch your placement. You can do it on your own. I honestly don't recommend that you let Beachbody do this, because they're going to pick just the first open spot and not necessarily the one that you need. So I would set my own preferred placement and I would pick either left or right and nothing else. So you can go in before a coach signs up and you can change that placement so that your next coach is going to go where you want them to. But what if they sign up while you're, I don't know, out to dinner or something? You're like, dang it, that was the wrong leg. So what you do is, it's simple. You have you as the sponsoring coach use that email from before, that coachrelations@teambeachbody.com, and you just say, hey, I would like my new coach include their name, their coach ID, and their email to switch to whichever leg it is. You could say, I would like Johnny Smith, number 17256, to please move to my left outside leg. Thanks so much, and then that's it. So you'll see that change happen. You have 3 business days to do this, 72 hours from sign up. So don't let this slide. And every time you have someone sign up, it's good to go in and check it just to make sure, because it is technology, it is a computer, and you never know what's going to happen. So it's good to be proactive, and it's good to take the time to make sure your coach is placed where you wanted them to go. So when you're sharing with people and you're excited about this opportunity and someone comes up to you and says, oh my gosh, you look great, I would really love to know what you're doing. And it's just natural to be able to share with them. There is a site called coachingcodes.com created by a coach who just shared it with us for free. Really cool. So you're going to see it's a very large site. And by large, I mean long. You're going to scroll down a little bit when you get to coachingcodes.com, and there are 4 white fields in which you would fill out your coach ID, and you can leave the screen name blank, the domain name blank, and the extension blank. It'll show up in all of the links. Trust me, I promise. You can try this out before you ever send out a link just to make sure. But I put in my coach ID, and when I scroll down, all of the links are personalized to me. So if I know specifically that this person wants to get the 21-Day Fix Challenge Pack, I would scroll down to the challenge packs and I would copy and paste the 21-Day Fix Challenge Pack with my link and send it to them, knowing that they're going to go directly to my site and they're not going to have any problems. I'm still going to, type out directions and make sure they follow all the steps, but getting to the site and getting to the exact page where they want to go and you're trying to get them, that's going to be much easier using coachingcodes.com. And you can even shorten the link by going to tinyurl or bit.ly, bit.ly, and when you copy and paste links in there, you can shorten them instead of sharing these massively long links. Some of them on Coaching Codes have a short subdomain that you can share, but I like to go and have it shortened through a free site. So here's a question you might come across. Say your friend and you say, okay, say a friend has come to you and says, hey, I ordered P90X like 3 years ago, which this was me. And, I didn't know you could be a coach. I'd love to be in your challenge group. You know that at some point they were assigned a coach, because remember, like we talked before, everyone who just calls in and orders willy-nilly is assigned a coach. So, but you know what? It's the coach's decision who they want to work with. And if this person has an existing relationship with you, a friendship, or if they're a relative, then they can absolutely switch coaches. It's very simple. I don't condone, and I don't think you go out and you seek people out. That's called coach poaching. We need to be ethical in this business. We don't take customers from people. If a customer comes to you and they have this story, or they really want to work with you, their coach hasn't helped them, they've never even talked to their coach, and they want to work with you, then absolutely give them this information. And they're going to use that coach relations email from before, or they can call in to customer relations or customer service at the 1-800 number. So this person, your customer, would have to say, hi, I would like so-and-so to be my coach. Yes, their coach ID is this, and their email is this. And it's a simple switch. And orders can be switched as well. Say someone ordered and didn't know they'd been assigned a coach, and you never see their order in your back office. Never shows up. So as soon as your customer switches to you, they can have their order also switched and assigned to you. And it might take a couple days, so don't be impatient and just know that it's going to happen. But I like using that email because you get the incident number and that receipt. That's one reason why I do it, because you never know, someone could forget after talking on the phone and it just not happen, and then not have any record of your conversation. But if you have the email with the incident number, less likely to make a mistake. So two things that Beachbody does for us, well, one thing that Beachbody does for us and then one thing our team does is Monday mornings, every Monday morning, there's the national wake-up call, and it should be the international wake-up call because we are in the United States and Canada, and it's at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We always post this call on our page on Sunday nights. But if you remember back to looking in our breaking news in the Coach Online office, the links, the topics, the speakers are always there on Sundays. So you can't miss, and yes, it's recorded, and the playback is available later in the day on Mondays. Then our Team Thrive call is Monday evenings. This is a 30-minute call, and it's put on by a leader on our team, maybe even a guest speaker, talking about something that is a need on our team. We get to know the other leaders in our organization. We get to chat. We get to be silly. It is a fun time where we just get to hang out and get to know each other. But these are two things that'll help you really get plugged in to our team and help you get to know what's coming up and just how things work. You feel more a part of the team when you take the time to do these things, and you feel more a part of the organization when you participate. And some of the speakers that have been on are me and other leaders, and you'll see a banner like this shared on our team page with a topic, and you can see right there, you can listen to the wake-up call all week long. This is the playback number. That's always the playback number, and it's available in your Coach Online office. It's also available in podcasts. So just so you know, there's a lot of different ways that you can get these calls for yourself. And like you said, the topics are always different, and they're always something that the speakers are truly passionate about. And these calls last about 30 to 40 minutes, and we always do the international recognition of diamonds and star diamond coaches, top producers, top recruiters, all of those really cool achievements, and give shout outs to people. So it's fun to listen and hear other people's names on the call and be able to cheer for them or send them a little note on our team page and be like, I heard your name. That's so cool. And really come together as a team that way. So there are opportunities to get shout outs, recognition, and all sorts of stuff, but there are more opportunities to really do some cool things. And before Beachbody, my family didn't really take family vacations. We went camping and we did a couple things locally, and we might save up for a year to go do something cool, but we didn't get to do stuff like this. We didn't get to go on these all expense paid trips to different locations that just blew us away. And honestly, I never knew that I could earn a trip just doing something I loved. So Beachbody started something called Success Club. So how do you earn Success Club? Right here it talks about you earn 1 Success Club point for every Shakeology Home Direct. That means it comes every 30 days that you share with somebody else. And you also earn 2 Success Club points for every challenge pack. Now, a challenge pack is a program, any of the Beachbody programs. When it is bundled with Shakeology, Beachbody discounts both of those things to 25%, and they give you discounted shipping. This is absolutely the best way for anybody to start a challenge group or their own fitness journey, because it is the program and the nutrition together in one with discounted shipping. It's also the best way for a coach to start because the coaching sign-up fee is waived. So when you earn 5 points in 1 month, you hit Success Club. And like this month, Beachbody's giving away Beachbodyopoly, a board game that's centered around Beachbody. In other months, they've given funny little like bobblehead dolls, they've given shareware, t-shirts, fitness equipment, supplements, everything. They've given away some pretty unique pieces to those hitting Success Club. So it's really fun. And you know what? If you're going to build your business anyway, it's just a mark of you, of exactly what you're doing. You're hitting Success Club because you are reaching out and inviting people to your challenge groups monthly, and you are moving your business forward. And this is just a benchmark. This is just a tangible way to see that and to earn fun little things and even trips. So when you hit Success Club every month of the year, you not only earn an all expense paid trip to wherever, you earn spending cash. So this year, last year, all of our efforts earned a trip to Cancun. So at the end of the year, you could see that your Success Club points translated to dollars. Every Success Club point was $10. So, and you can max out at 1,000. That's how much the trip is. So when you earn $1,000 in Success Club points, or 100 Success Club points, you earn the free trip to wherever. And like I said, this year it's the Moon Palace Resort in Cancun, an all expense paid resort where families are coming, or we can spend 5 days there, all expenses paid. What's really cool is if you hit Success Club 10, so 10 points a month, you earn $750 spending cash. So that paid for my flight there, plus some. So this trip seriously is free, but I'm going to use the money to go to the spa and maybe do a little excursion. And last year, they rented out an entire cruise ship. And we went to the Bahamas and stopped off in 2 ports, had events, live workouts. It was incredible to be with that many passionate coaches who had all earned this trip by helping each other. It's just fun to be around people who are like-minded and who get it and who want to be there and who are doing these things for their family, maybe bringing parents with them and paying it forward. And so that is what Success Club is, and that's what Success Club earns you and affords you. As a new coach, when you hit Success Club in your first 30 days as a coach, you're considered a success starter. So you get a call from our CEO, Carl Deichler, just talking about what to do with your business from here. But up until February, you earned a free ticket to Summit. Now, everybody from March on will earn a free ticket to Summit 2016, which is crazy. You'll have that thing paid for. You'll already be making arrangements to go. I'm still not sure where it's going to be. This year, it's Nashville. So we're all gearing up to go, and my success starters have earned their free ticket. When you hit Success Club in your first 30 days, you're a success starter. And then when you earn Success Club the next 2 months, you earn a free ticket to Summit. Now let's think about this. When you hit Success Club and you're an Emerald, you earn more customer leads. So there's Success Club leads, and then there are Emerald leads. So Beachbody is recognizing you as a coach who's investing and growing their business, and they want to pay you back for that. So they give you your free customers. So there are 2 lead programs that you can be a part of when you hit Success Club and then hit Emerald and above. And that is really cool. You must be Emerald and you must have 5 points every calendar month. So like I said, you still got to earn Success Club every month, and you've got to be an Emerald or higher to get those free leads. So here's a cool thing in our Coach Online office is to make sure, did you qualify? So as you go through the month, you're going to see all those no's turn into yeses. Like I've already hit Success Club, so that's a yes. Coach Connection, a yes. I have customers, yes. So I will be on track for April leads in no time. I am a Superstar Diamond, so I do have an Emerald or higher, and I have paid my business fees. And like I said, I have hit Success Club. So I will already qualify for Success Club leads next month. I'm locked in for leads this month based on my productivity last month. So my goal is always Success Club. Always has been, haven't missed it since I became a coach, just because I jumped in and hit the ground running. I knew that I was supposed to be doing this. I knew that I didn't want to miss any opportunity. And when I joined in June, I had 6 days to hit Success Club. I hit Success Club and didn't miss it any month after that. And here's the cool thing. When you sign up as a coach and you achieve Diamond in less than 90 days, you are on a fast track. You can earn the Success Club trip, wherever it is that year, in 6 months instead of 9. And I didn't know that. So at the end of December, I got an email saying, hey, congratulations, you won a trip to Disney World. And I didn't understand because I didn't know that I was going to earn a trip for just moving my business. It was never my goal. It was never the focus. And I think that's what made it even sweeter, was because I was just sharing. I was just going after my goals and helping my coaches grow and helping my challengers have success. And somewhere along the way, I hit Diamond. And then I earned a free trip to Disney World, which was perfect timing. So a big thing that helps you with Success Club is challenge groups. So a challenge group is an online fitness accountability group, and these are run differently no matter who you are. On our team, we run them on Facebook because Facebook will allow you to have free groups, and you can set these groups up to be secret. So only people in the group can see posts, and then nobody can see the group from the outside. They can't ask to join it. It is a safe place. So what I did was I picked a date 3 weeks out, and I started to invite because I wanted to have those conversations with people. I wanted to connect with them, but I also wanted to give them enough time to order their product, receive it, look through it, and not feel like they were thrown into a group. So when I became a coach, I said, hey, I'm a coach, but I didn't just blast social media. I only knew about Facebook. I didn't use emails. I didn't know what Instagram was. I do now because I have learned, but I started doing personal invitations. There were people in my life who I knew I wanted to reach out to because of our conversations in the past, because they'd asked for my help in the past, and I wasn't in a position and didn't have the tools to share with them. So I started personally inviting. And, while I didn't have a recent transformation story, I started sharing how Beachbody had always been a part of my life. I just didn't know it was Beachbody. I lost my baby weight with Turbo Jam. I got stronger with P90X. And I never knew that they were Beachbody programs or that there was anything to do with coaching. And you'd be surprised at how many people have these programs and love them so much and had no idea that they could be a coach. So one opportunity you have is to be in our boot camp and be an apprentice and learn from other coaches on our team how to do this business and do this business well. Learn from them, learn their stories, hear how they got started, and kind of start to build your own story. But here's the thing. I let people into my challenge groups. I let them shadow and just see what it's all about as a challenger. They can lead, they can participate, but I want them to understand what a challenge group is and how it's put together and how it impacts people. But how many people is enough? What do you think? It's up to you. Most of my challenge groups starting out were about 5 to 10 people. I wanted to keep them smaller. I wanted that intimacy. I wanted to be able to know my challengers, and I didn't want anyone to get lost. And the length of a challenge group, again, is up to you. When I started, I did these groups for 60 to 90 days, and what I found was that people started losing interest at the 30-day mark, and then they started fizzling out. So then I changed it. And the groups were only 30 days, and then people would move on to a maintenance group where they continue to chat and they continue to share, but I'm not having to monitor it as much because the people in the group kind of get what they're doing, right? So now most of my groups are 30 days, and then I have continuing groups that keep on helping each other and keep on pushing for goals, and I check in with them, but I'm by no means leading, another challenge group. And what program? Honestly, when I first started, it wasn't about doing just one program, because when you're having those personal conversations, you're finding out what people's goals are. You're really trying to connect them to a program. So you don't want to exclude anyone or make them feel like they have to do this program that you're doing, because that might not be their physical ability. They might not be able to do the same program you are, or it might not be the program that is going to help them get to their goals. There are the occasional times where I do program-specific challenge groups, like with the 21-Day Fix, the 21-Day Fix Extreme, because those just make sense. You're sharing meal plans. The routine is the same Monday through Sunday, and then you repeat. So you just have to know kind of the people who are going to be in your group, first of all, what their needs are. And then you decide what the challenge group is going to be like. You decide the requirements. Do people have to check in every day? Do they have to complete a challenge? Do they have to fill out a document to keep times? What? Make it fun. And then you can also use event pages. Facebook does events. So you can start something where you write up a blurb and you create a banner and you share what a Facebook or a challenge group is going to be. You talk about the time it's going to start, and it's a good place for people to come and learn more about the group without committing to it yet. And then you can tell them it's starting. You can share the link to your Facebook group and get people plugged in even before the challenge starts. So when you do a challenge group, you'll see that here is a sample challenge group. I was going to show you. One. This is our team page, but a sample challenge group is one right here. We've made a banner. It's a 21-Day Fix. And then we have daily posts and people commenting. Actually, this is the one I wanted to show you. This is the 21-Day Fix Extreme. We've shared all sorts of stuff every day. Everyone's commenting. They're sharing pictures. We might do a chug your water. This group is actually quite large because it was all the people doing the 21-Day Fix Extreme for the first time. This is very much program specific. So this one is kind of unique. I have groups that are much smaller, but this one is pretty awesome. And when I did a challenge group announcement, it was pretty simple. I just said, hey guys, I'm looking for 5 to 10 women who are ready to focus on portion control and fitness 30 minutes a day. If this is you, let's chat. And I had a great response. And we share those things in our Team Thrive in our Google Docs. You'll see in our files right here, we have Team Thrive Google Docs, all resources. We have scripts and different things to help you really succeed with your challenge groups. So Those are really cool resources that you can share with your coaches and that you can look through. So what's a challenge pack? We talked about this just a little bit. A challenge pack is a program and Shakeology. When Beachbody bundles it, they put the two things together in one package. They discount it 25% and they give you discounted shipping. You earn 25% off of these challenge packs, so you're earning more with each challenge pack because the price is more. So challenge packs start at $140. You're earning $50 back from these $40 back from these challenge packs, and as they go up you earn more. So that's really cool because you earn it right off the top. So a couple of things to think about when you're doing challenge groups and you're announcing, I'm going to have this challenge group and it's going to be awesome and we're going to be doing the 21-day fix together and I'm super excited to share, and then you can go to my website and order. No, that's kind of a turnoff. You need to have those personal conversations with people, and you need to find out what their goals are, because you know what? They might not need to do the 21-day fix. They might need to start out with something a little bit lower impact. You might just want to share some meal plans with them and help them with something like P90. And I always make a suggestion. I give people a couple of options and I share with them some program previews. These are also in our Google Docs, and they're all of the Beachbody programs, so someone can see what they're getting themselves into, and they can say, oh, I don't know if I like that, or my knee's really bad, and I just don't think that's going to be the best program for me, or I don't love weights, or I love weights, can I have more weights? You know what I'm saying? So a challenge pack is the best way to get started because it's everything they need. It's the best thing for your challenger, and it's also a win-win for you. It's a greater commission, and it helps you and them have the Shakeology. Once people try Shakeology, the really cool thing is they usually stick with it because they love how they feel putting that much nutrition in their body in a delicious chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, greenberry shake. So you just have to think about it that way. And like I said before, it's free to sign up as a coach with a challenge pack. So I want you to think about something. We've talked about Success Club. We've talked about challenge groups. We've talked about, legs and placement and all that stuff. And now it's time for you to think about this, because this is something you're going to want to share with people. They're going to ask you, why did you become a coach? What are you trying to get out of it? You're already in really good shape. Or, there are going to be those people who doubt you, who don't quite understand it. And it's okay because they don't have to understand it yet. You setting the example for them every day is going to be the proof they need over time that health and fitness is an actual business and it's actually pretty cool and it's fulfilling and it is a really amazing opportunity. This is the Moon Palace Resort, which is the Success Club trip for 2015. Like I said before, it's all paid for. We're going to be at this resort together, working out live with the Beachbody top trainers, going to the spa, enjoying being around coaches who we get to work with online all year, but we hardly ever get to see in person. And it is just the most incredible energy when you get to be around people who understand what helping others is like. So think about this. No matter why you joined as a coach, I want you to project out and really think, and the sky's the limit, right? And don't let anything hold you back. So what are your 3-month goals, your 6-month, and your 1 year? And that could be really hard for you because it was really hard for me. I had no clue what a goal of mine was, first of all, or how to set one. I had no idea how to even begin. And I knew that Emerald was first, so I knew I needed to hit that quickly. And then I knew the next logical step was Diamond. So, like I said, Success Club was non-negotiable. I was hitting that no matter what. The rank for me, I was a little competitive, and I knew that other people had hit it in 76 days, and so I knew I wanted to achieve it before then. It was a great goal for me to have, and I'm glad I did it because it earned me the Success Club trip that first year. We were already moving to Florida. So it was the perfect time for us to be able to do that, my husband and I, and go look for a home and then have that time together. So really think about where you want to go with this and then find out the ways to achieve those goals. This team is here to support you. They're here to build you up and give you the answers to your questions. So let's think about this. With those goals comes the thoughts of, okay, what do I have to do to achieve those goals? Well, first of all, you have to treat Beachbody like it is a job. Because if you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay like a hobby. If you have one foot in and one foot out and you're straddling the fence, you're never really committed and you're never really enjoying the full benefits of what coaching can offer. So if you treat it like a job and you really invest in quality time, and I'm not saying 8 hours a day, but the time that you do give to it is quality, because you're really focusing on business building behaviors. So think about what is going to bring you success. If you know you want to get to Emerald, then you are inviting people whom you think are going to be incredible coaches because like you, they get it. And like you, they want to share with other people and use fitness to inspire others. There's a little thing we do called Power Hour. And you break up an hour into 15-minute segments. And within those 15 minutes, you're inviting, you're following up, you're sharing, you're posting on Facebook, you're checking in with your challenge groups, and you're getting almost a week's worth of work done in an hour. And I know very successful coaches who have built their businesses this exact way because it works and it's focused. So take the time to do the smart, small things and be consistent with them. So that Power Hour, if you do it 3 times a week and you really, really focus on it, you're going to notice that you're really making some cool connections and your business is growing over time. So when I started, I did 5 invites a day. And that was great, and I started to have some conversations, but then I heard someone was doing 10, so I started doing 10 invites. Well, that turned into more conversations, obviously, and my business began to grow and grow and grow. And it wasn't that I was spending a ton of time. It was just that I was making sure I did those small things daily, consistently, and it made a huge, huge difference in my business. And here's something to think about. You're the boss. So no matter what anybody else is doing, you need to focus on what you are capable of doing. You need to focus on the time that you can give and then really commit to that and not fudge on it. And don't make excuses about it. And don't blame somebody else for not getting the stuff done, because if you really only have an hour, you need to turn everything else off, notifications, cell phone, television, whatever it is, and really focus in on that hour. And that's your work time. Who else can say that they work an hour a day and grow a business? Not many people. And that they do it from home or wherever they are. So some books to help you get to where you want to go and kind of give you some ideas about, that consistency over time and those time management tools. These are some of my favorite. And every day I read from a book. Right now I'm reading Unglued, and I just read Unstoppable and The Best Yes. And for me, those books really impact me. I've read Go Pro, Go for No, Eat That Frog. I've read so many of these books, and they have just really helped me hone in on where it is that I want to go and how to be the best version of me. And I think that's something that nobody else can teach you. You've got to learn that, and you've got to grow on your own, and you've got to find some personal development that really speaks to you. And then you've got to take some time every day to plug in and be fed before you go out and pour out on so many others. So it's important that you take maybe a screenshot of this or write down a few of these ideas and these books and go check them out on Amazon.com or Barnes & Noble. Some of them are really short reads. Some have come in digital form, or you can get them on book on tape. But I really want to encourage you to pick a couple of them and have them ready to go and out where you can see them so you don't make any excuses as to why you haven't taken time for you that day. So Speaking of those behaviors that help you grow and help you stay consistent, Beachbody has 3 vital behaviors that we kind of stand behind. And they make a lot of sense, right? You're going to grow if you invite at least 2 to 3 people to your challenge group. There you go. Every day I'm going to do these things. I'm going to invite 2 people to my challenge group. I'm also going to do my workout and drink my Shakeology. Remember, this is daily. I am going to daily listen or read 10 minutes of personal development. Great. So if I do that, I've kind of done a full day's work, right? But another few items for your list. As your business grows and as you're having those conversations, you're going to have emails, you're going to have posts, you're going to have conversations going. You need to take time to keep up with those and to make sure those people feel valued and validated. You're going to answer those emails and those Facebook posts, and you're going to follow up or maybe even set some times on the phone to chat with those people who are interested. If you had to miss the National Wake Up Call this week for a dentist appointment or whatever, you can go into the Coach Online Office and you can catch up on those things. Remember, I said they were recorded. They're also saved in that archive for the National Wake Up Call under Breaking Coach News, excuse me. If you have an event coming up, if you have any kind of training you can attend, find a way to get there. Find a way to be surrounded by people who are there to grow themselves. If there is a training from Beachbody, I would really highly recommend that you participate in that and get to know other people from Beachbody. I drove down to LA and did challenge group training or 3 vital behaviors training when it was a brand new thing. And it was so amazing to be in the same room with these incredible coaches whom I'd seen on TV because they'd had such awesome transformations. And here they were right there in front of me. Real life people, real life stories, doing these things from home. And so I love it. Now, once you have a challenge group, you're going to check into that challenge group. You're going to post, you're going to interact, you're going to answer questions. You might take a few pictures, but you really, really, really need to be present in those groups because these people joined because of you, because of your invitation. So you can't leave them high and dry. And every couple of days or every day, I will check in with my coaches and just send them a little text. Hey, how are you doing? How are the kids feeling? I know I saw you were sick. I keep up with them. I have those relationships because they're super important to me that we aren't just doing this business to be a business, but to really get to know our team and grow together. And then daily, I'll post something that speaks to me. You know, some sort of encouragement or inspiration or motivation. I will make sure that I keep my page positive and never bring people down. I share me, and I'm honest and real, but I share like real life stuff, you know, things that we can relate to and commiserate on and share about. And so I want to make sure that when you're posting things that lift people up and not drag them down. So what would you do today? You know, you're looking at all this, and you're like, dang, this is a lot. Well, I'm a notebook kind of girl. So what I do every night is I set a to-do list for the following day. I know exactly what I'm going to do the next day. Maybe it was stuff I didn't get to today, but I'm going to get to it tomorrow. And I'm going to check that off my list. And keeping that running tally or that running list always keeps me on task. And I put the most important things at the top, maybe the things that are going to eat that frog, that are going to be not the things I don't love the most, but the things that have to get done and might be more time consuming. I make sure that I do those things. And then I can let the other things kind of slide. But you have to set things in the order of priority. And it's up to you how you want to keep these lists. Like I said, I'm a pen and paper kind of person. I love spiral notebooks. Other people love technology and they love databases and spreadsheets. So you have to find what works for you and then stick with it and really rock it out because you are in charge of your business and no one's keeping up with you. So if you lose something or forget something, that is all on you. That is you not writing it down and you not keeping track of it. So you have to own it and have a system that is going to help you stay on track and keep you moving towards your goals. So we covered a lot today, right? We've covered a lot about challenge groups. We've covered a lot about the different ways to get started and different resources we have. And so what's the next step? The first step in your coaching journey is to obviously watch this video and go back to that training that we talked about in the Coach Online Office under News and Training. These are great. This is put together by Beachbody, is an awesome resource to get started. So this webinar right here is just set the foundation and kind of start you thinking on how you want to get going. It's to help you understand Success Club is important, and setting those 3-month, 6-month, 1-year goals is super important. And then it's, how do I get there? I'm going to use this training that we talked about, and I am really going to start putting my feet to the pavement. I'm making those lists for those challenge groups. I'm following through with my 3 vital behaviors. Do you see how it all goes together? So the first step is going to be the training and the videos, and then you're going to send your certificate or an email of completion to your coach. And in the past, it's been under resources where your badge can be. Then you're going to talk to your coach and go through our business quick start. It is a short, simple piece of paper to just kind of write down these things we talked about in the webinar. It's, your coach's phone number, your coach ID number. What are your 3-month goals? When are you going to be Emerald? When are you going to be Diamond? And then start to think about those people that you want to invite to your first challenge group. And we call it the memory jogger, and it's a document to just kind of start to think about the people in your life who you're like, oh yeah, we did talk about that before, and gosh, I didn't have a way to help them, but now I do. And it's really cool to be able to go back to somebody and say, remember when we were talking about our goals and we had no idea how to get started? Well, I have a way for us to get started together. So what's next? Well, it's up to you. But this team is here for you. We're here to support you. We're here to help you get to those goals and to never allow you to set limitations on yourself. I never want you to be the roadblock in this journey, because for so long, I was the thing that stood in my way. I kept making excuses. I kept limiting myself until someone finally opened my eyes and allowed me to see that I was holding myself back. And so I started to share more of my story. I started to open up to people and found relationships and a freedom that I never knew were possible. And my business has grown, my team has exploded, and here we are making this webinar to help you get started right on our team. So welcome to Thrive. You have all of the incredible tools here at your fingertips, and honestly, wherever you want to go, you can get there. I know it because I've done it. And it is one of the most incredible journeys, and I am excited to share that with you. So I'll see you on Thrive, and I cannot wait to see you do exactly that. Thrive.